dann werden wir uns wohl entscheiden müssen. Wir bleiben dran, oder? Ja. Achso, ich wollte rein, aber egal. Was? Nein. Da.
If the iconoclasts reach that ship first, there won't be any chance for a peaceful monarch. I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet. I've sent patrols, but they're running into trouble with the iconoclasts. Well, because the module controls the weapons systems. Because once we mount them on Stellar Bay's walls, no Marauder or Raptidon will ever be a threat to us again. Stellar Bay will be as secure as any other settlement in Halcyon. The board's own Salvage and Recovery Clause 32B would say differently.
And they won't dare challenge us over this. Not after the data you found on their experiments here. Don't worry. We'll send an engineering team for those later. We'll have to disconnect them from the rest of the ship.
Of course, they'll be useless without that targeting module, which is why it's critical that you retrieve it. Well, surely you don't mean that. I thought we were in this together, like a team. I'm the dashing mastermind with a head for numbers, and you're my roguish sidekick who always gets the job done. And you're just a little bit smitten with me, but won't admit it.
The point is, this weapon system would be a powerful advantage, and we can't risk the iconoclast getting it.
Good, because we haven't a moment to lose. They're all mad! And what's more, they left us! I don't see any way for us to work together. Not this again.
Remember what we practiced, sir?
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me. I am a mantipillar, and my will is my cocoon. I can emerge and become whatever I wish. Normally, I'd find this kind of talk from you quite invigorating. But this is a difficult moment for me. Still, perhaps you have a point. Supposing you're right, who exactly would you have me work with? The iconoclasts are not the most compromising sorts. Oh, how do these things ever start? Once upon a time, Graham and I saw the same problems with MSI. A rigid corporate structure with no regard for its people. But where I wanted to reform MSI, he only wanted to take it apart. As if starving in the wilderness is somehow better than starving under corporate mismanagement. He won't hear reason now, and I wouldn't trust him again. That's an interesting suggestion.
Ja.
I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo.
There ain't a body on this planet that can keep a group patched up like she has. I don't know how she does it.
I'd be willing to consider it, but I need to see her review first. Very well. I can't promise anything, but let's see what we have here. Well, it seems like she's actually very qualified.
If it weren't for her, I'd wager the iconoclast would have died off a while ago.
I wasn't expecting to say this, but if you can put her in charge and convince her to agree to a meeting, I'd be willing to discuss terms.
Oh, besser als eben. Jetzt müssen wir nur noch wegen dem Graham aufpassen. Wer weiß, was der wieder durchdreht, ey. Durchzieht. Ausweckt.
Captain,
Mhm,
we should chat.
das wollte ich auch.
Graham's got the right idea, but he isn't the right guy to execute it. I don't even think he's motivated by philosophism anymore. I think he's just guilt-ridden.
Warte mal.
Can't believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head, and the only way I see the iconoclast
Ja,
surviving is
korrekt.
we depose him. Okay. Deep breaths. This is what's best, Sora.
Ja,
Time to save Monarch.
richtig. Ich folge dir. Nicht gegen die Wand. Treppe rauf. Vorsicht, Geländer. Stufen. Ui, nimmt gleich 2 Bäume. Witz jetzt eilig. Oh Gott, da ist er. Der ist wieder.
Captain, you must be back with the access codes to our new ship.
Graham, we need to talk.
Yes.
We have work to do. This isn't the time for one of our spats.
Oh Gott.
What? Zora?
You're running the iconoclast into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay.
Nee, wird's
The
nicht.
troops take orders from me already, and you've brought me as far as you can down the eternal path. It's time to step down.
The troops. Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for me, for us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer?
Was hast du getan?
How can you say that, after all I've done for the iconoclasts? They wouldn't be here without me. I built this movement from the ground up. I've brought freedom to Monarch, and all these years later, we're still free.
I joined because I believed that you were in it for the iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to Halcyon. That you were selfless. But I know the truth now, Graham. I know what happened in Amber Heights. You didn't start this movement because you wanted to save us. You wanted to save yourself.
No. Guilty? I didn't mean for them to die. I'm not a monster. Of course I feel fucking guilty. I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the iconoclasts so that any man could cast away his past
Aber doch
for a
nicht auf
fresh
Beweise,
start.
Alter.
That's your answer, Graham?
Eben.
You needed a fresh start? After all those innocent lives? I'm sorry. I believed in you once. I did. But it's over. Stand down.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them,
Was?
you'll have to kill me.
Nein.
Please. Don't make me do this, Graham.
Nein.
If this is where my path ends, I accept it. But as long as I draw breath, I will not abandon
Es
them.
gibt doch noch einen anderen Weg, komm.
So be it.
Nein.
Look out!
Warum? Danke. Scheißendreck. Jetzt echt?
Well, Captain, here we are. Killed
Nee,
a lot
eben
of
nicht.
people in the name of the Iconoclasts, and it never feels right.
Ja.
But this time, it's especially wrong. You've got the... Void help me. I'll never remember what that thing is called. The device from the ship. Do you have it? I've thought about it, but I think we're too far gone.
Hey, die
Pulling
haben
Carlotta's
zugestimmt.
support
Mach jetzt
was
keinen Scheiß,
crossing a
Mädel.
line.
Oh, was nehme ich denn jetzt?
You've got me there. A
Eben.
fair few. I've lost a hell of a lot to this fight. Graham would never agree to this, but I'm starting to realize how often he led us astray. All right. If he's willing to talk, I'll give him a chance.
Danke.
Well then. I've got to prepare a few just-in-case measures. But when you're ready, let's meet at the old OSI church outside Stellar Bay.
Ja. Okay. Hoffentlich geht das nicht in die Hose. Hier hin? Okay. Wir treffen uns dort. Mensch, Graham, verbissener Typ, du. So, sicherheitshalber, falls es in die Hose geht. Na, langsam an Zeit. Was machen die Dinger überhaupt? Was sind das? Keine Ahnung. Und das? Und das? Und das? Noch nie benutzt. Maibumi. Einen wunderschönen guten Tag. Hallo. Oh. Das sieht aus wie ein Gegeneinander.
Hey, thanks for coming.
I wish I'd had more time to prepare a proper analysis on the costs and benefits of your
Na,
proposed
wart mal ab,
union,
wart
but
mal ab.
I suppose we'll have to improvise.
Sehr gut.
Gotta admit, I really thought I was walking into a trap here. I'm ready.
Keine
If
Falle.
it were, I wouldn't be standing here all vulnerable like.
Sanja, Stellar Bay's got food and walls. And my people need both. If you'll have us, we're willing to share the space.
Do you have any idea what that would cost?
Hey, hey, hey,
Why,
hey,
drawing up the
langsam,
budget
langsam,
alone is
langsam.
going to take weeks.
Was wäre, wenn die...
Not good enough. I need to move a fair amount of my people into the city. We need shelter, Captain. Suppose some of our healthier folk could offer aid. Some of us need to stay in the city proper, though.
Well, I'll be damned. If you two can work together, maybe there's some hope for this place after all.
Ja.
Truly, a compromise? I'm not sure I'd ever have heard as much from Graham.
Graham was a murderous fiend, and I'd be shocked if you didn't already know that.
This feels like one of those times when everyone at headquarters but me is laughing at something. You two are
Genau.
laughing.
Wir erklären es ja, komm.
Amber Heights, you haulhead. 10 years ago, Graham had all those people killed.
What? That's not possible. Even for him, that's going too far.
Es ist wahr.
But that means... I had no idea, I swear. Look, we were both fed up with corporate leadership, but I never guessed he'd do something like that.
I buy it. Sanjar ain't capable of hurting a sprat, even from a distance.
Ja.
You can't take bureaucrats at their word. You back someone into a corner like this, and they'll say anything to get out of it.
Ba, 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 ba.
Very well. I suppose my ignorance is no excuse. I knew Graham for years. I should have done my due diligence and known exactly who I was working with. Surely you know what that's like.
Yeah, I do. Okay, if you're willing to house and supply some of us, I'll have our more capable soldiers help out. Yes, Captain. It was.
Ich glaub's dir.
Thanks for coming out, Sanjar. I, guess I'll see you at Stellar Bay.
We done a good thing, Captain. A real good thing. Lots of folks are gonna be better off because of this.
Ja, hoffe ich. Jetzt gehen's einfach. Okay. Ciao. Tschüss. Bye. Ah. Warum? Warte mal. Das müssen wir noch machen. Wo ist denn nur dieser? Ich glaube, hier haben wir alles. Ist irgendwas schief gegangen? 3, sehr gut. Mit auch. Das gehört zusammen. Wo ist das? Hier nicht, gell? Nee. Wo ist das? Ach, wir gehen mal aufs Schiff. Ich hoffe, die halten das durch. Hey du. Wo ist... Entschuldigung. Da sind wir. Da ist er. Was? Das müssen wir machen. Oh, warte mal. Das ist Ground Trigger. Ziel, gell? Oder? Ja.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? I request you...
Tut mir leid. Aber hier ist ja noch... Achso, die Kleidung war es noch. Okay, ja gut.
If it isn't the savior of Groundbreaker, what can I do for you? Be seeing you.
Hey, bounty hunter. You're welcome here
Ja, ja.
anytime,
Ja, ja, ja.
so long as you ain't loitering.
What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
Rizzo's lemon slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
You should give our lady, don't they? Have a look.
So viel haben wir gar nicht. Ja. Na egal.
CNP pancake mix. Now requires no mixing. Seriously.
Got any leads on salvage? Doesn't even have to be broke yet. We'll take anything.
Brauchst du Musik? Nee, keine mehr. Na gut. Schnauze.
That gas is going to make us a fucking mint. 120-some cubic meters of it, at 1,000,000 bits a pop. Take this. You've earned it. When we get buyers lined up, I'm gonna buy a gold toilet to shit in.
Okay.
You're goddamn right. Monarch isn't exactly a walk down the lanes of Byzantium. But here you are with all your limbs attached. Call me impressed, contractor.
Danke.
No one you saw, anyway. Glad to see you're looking out for yourself. You've been keeping busy. I hear you took on some extra work at Fallbrook. Catherine says the factory needs some repairs before it's back to working order. But at least it's under our control. Hey, when you were at the slaughterhouse, those swine didn't give you any strange looks, did they? Like they were hanging on to your every word, scheming. And when you turned around, maybe they just point like innocent little idiots. You talk that way to your last boss? Consider yourself on notice. That attitude has no place in a legitimate business like mine.
Ach, jetzt wirst du
I'm
sauer, oder
probably
was?
getting worked up over nothing. Just try not to think about pigs. You never know, you know? I've got a lot on my mind, but it's nothing that concerns you. At least, not yet. I have another job lined up, assuming you're still interested in work. You're gonna salvage me a space station. Heliospheric Research Station 1084, to be exact. I want it. Cobwebs and all.
Ja.
Interested?
How big we talking? Not like Groundbreaker big, right?
This opportunity won't come around again, Captain.
Ich weiß, deswegen, her damit. Eben.
Right now, it's only salvage on paper. Systems and comms have gone dark. Poke around if you're curious why. While the board lets 1084 gather dust, you're gonna swoop in and plant Sublight's flag. Perfectly legit, perfectly legal. Here, this override bypass should get you into the station's systems where you can plant my flag. And one last thing. When you get there, make sure you aren't followed. We wouldn't want that. Both. Neither. Right now, it's safer if I keep you in the dark. I'm on the heels of something big. Play your cards right and I'll clue you in, but right now, I'm not sure who I can trust. Just be careful. Someone might try and use you to get to me.
Einfach abgebrochen. Okay. Spacer's Choice. Genau, zum Übung machen. Hier gibt es keine versteckten Ecken in dem Riesenraum. Ich glaub's nicht. Warte mal. Hallo? 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 Verkehrt?
Have you seen this man?
Wie geht's dir?
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you?
Okay. So, was ich jetzt nämlich gerne bräuchte, wäre mal eine Bank, damit ich diese komische Tarnfunktion ausprobieren kann. Ich weiß wo. Ja. Wenn ich sie nicht schon drin habe. So. Ne, habe ich nicht. Kronfeld, was? Rüstungsmittel, diesen Stachel enthalten ist. Ja, komm. Tarnkit, genau. Fertigkeiten. Tarnung, da ist eigentlich wieder nicht. Da. Rüstungs. Achso. Ich hab toll. Ha. Wie funktioniert das? Rüstung angebracht wird. Ja, sehen die mich auch nicht, oder? Ich will sie dabei haben, aber ich will nicht, dass sie gesehen werden. Okay. Und das funktioniert jetzt? Wie? Keine Ahnung. Sieht gut aus. Wer immer du bist. Warte mal. Nein, nicht hier. Hier. Kodex. Grundlagen, Waffen und Rüstung. Waffengegenstand. Nee. Auch nicht. Da, Tarnung. Deckung. Holomantel. Ja, das ist was anderes. Schleichen. Okay. Und das reicht. Ich probiere das jetzt, gell? Komm Jungs, Mädels. Ich will das wissen.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local.
Der sieht mich doch, oder? Der sieht mich da auch, oder?
What? What? What do you think you're doing?
Entschuldigung, ich wollte gerade gehen.
Just don't make more paperwork for me, alright?
Das ist einfach ein Entschuldigung. Meinst du, ein zweites Mal geht das noch? Und wie die Tarnung funktioniert, Alter. Was passiert hier? Ja, ist ja wieder gut. Ah, endlich. Gut. Wo ist er? Hier. Ob das gut war, weiß ich nicht, aber... Warte mal. Ich habe keine Ahnung, wo es hier hingeht.
Is it Mr. Wells, the fellow who woke you? How bad could it be?
Ich will das Buch. Beeindruckend. Beeindruckend. Ah, Schlafzimmer vom Alten. Wow. Und jetzt? Deswegen haben wir das jetzt getan. Nicht gut. Oder? Nicht gut? Keine Ahnung. Tarnung funktioniert super. Ah. Ah, Mist. Also.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Schnell. Ich war's nicht. Ich war's nicht. Ich war's nicht. Ey, warte mal.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local.
Wo geht's denn hier hin? Waren wir schon? Ja, die ganzen vielen toten Leute sieht nach mir aus. Ach, hier war der Typ, genau. Warte mal, finden wir noch irgendwas? Ich glaube, wir haben auch alles. Irgendwo eine Tür, die wir nicht kriegen sonst. Oh, der Arme. Ne, hier war weiter nix. Ich renne mal zum Lärmmelder. Lärmeler. Gibt hier irgendwo was? Was ist das? Keine Ahnung. Achso, da kommen ja die Dinger rein. Da brennt's wie die Sau. Hier gibt's auch nichts Neues, oder? Was ist denn das Blaue? Auch schon gelesen. Auch schon genommen. Kein Plan. Haben wir auch schon. Ne, gibt's auch nichts Neues. Ach komm. Penis, oder? Shit, ich hab den Typen umgelegt. Ich nicht, das waren die Mädels. Das sieht man auf dem Bildschirm.
Hey, look who...
Mhm. Irgendwas Tolles? Ja. Nee. Na komm. Ich weiß nicht.
CNP Borston Baked.
You looking to shoot targets, varmints, or marauders? Whatever it is, I'll
Schon
send you
erledigt.
square.
Irgendwas Tolles? Naja. Danke.
Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar.
Mhm. Wo ist denn der? Achso, da muss ich wieder ans Terminal. Ja, da müssen wir finden, Kleidung. Danium. Wo war denn das? Ne, ich will die Weltkarte. Schenken. Zurück, wechseln. Naja.
Caramel and pea-free nutmeg. It's time for a new item.
Space Horse. Zeus. Ich weiß nicht. Schönes Schiff. Wo wäre denn dieser Außenposten? Auf Terra 2? Da ist Benzin. Ah. Dann müssten wir eher hier hin. Keine Ahnung.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Ja, danke. So, was machen wir als erstes? Dreckisch drüber. Hier ist der Außenposten. Okay. Moment. Die Kleidung für sie und das andere ist alles Güter. Und dann Finis. Ist das andere näher? Ich glaube ja. Oder? Was sagst du? Wer bist jetzt wer? Wieso muss ich dann wieder da rein? Bin ich nicht auf Titanium? Was? Okay. Bin ich nicht dort. Machen wir das hier. Machen wir wieder größer. Danke. Ah, da hinten. Dort. Two Bits. Hier müssen wir glaube ich nicht rein. Wir müssen da durch. Echt? Nee, dahinter. Ich muss doch was. 176 Meter. Dann komme ich hier drum. Das war dann ist das Losslist. Was seid ihr denn? Oh, echt? Jetzt wirklich? Wow. Ihr wollt mir nur Vögel angucken. Und dann haben die mich einfach angegriffen. Hier gibt es ja bestimmt Dinge, oder? Ne.
I'd wager this is the outpost. Rebecca! Anders! Come on out! Here we go! Great warm-up.
Na gut, damit ihr auch einen habt. Okay. Ich suche versteckte Hintertüren, ganz einfach. Verkaufsautomat. Yeah, baby. Ach. Da liegen so viele Tote rum. Merkst schon, wir haben's eilig. Warte mal.
Hey, take a... Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it.
Merci.
Oh no.
Was?
What did you do? Oh,
Ja.
Yoka. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, huh?
Was ist passiert? Warum meinst du? Seife, Space. Na, geht gar nicht. Was war das? Achso, Schrank. Oh Gott. Wer war das denn? Immer alle tot. Tut mir leid. Ach, das sind die Eltern? Nee. Doch. Ja. Oh, jetzt wird's auch noch traurig.
I don't... They were... That bitch! They were all sent to abandon... At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but...
Tut mir leid.
Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I'm glad. If she were still alive now, it'd break her to know the truth.
Ja.
Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so naive as to let it hurt her every time it happened. Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick. Not unless you happen to be familiar with the ins and outs of Mana Queen behavioral patterns. I've never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
Klingt gut. Ach man, tut mir leid. Space. Ich muss mal wieder ein bisschen looten hier. Ich brauche Money. Da ist noch eine Tür. Da ist noch eine Kiste. Oh Mann. Guck mal. Da ein Arm. Eine Salbe für ein Bobo. Oder? Und deswegen bin ich jetzt hier hochgeklettert. Ja. Ach Mano. Titanium. Wir sollten doch erstmal zum Penis. Und für das hier ist doch auch noch was bestimmt, oder? Und das hier. Und das hier. Tut mir leid. Das war das Schiff, warum ist es nicht auf der Karte vermerkt? Ja, das da. Weil da noch eine Kiste ist? Nee, jetzt wirklich. Wegen der einen Kiste. Da wird doch nur Dreck drin sein. Egal. Da ist die beste Waffe des Universums drin. Ich brauche da nicht mal aus der Haustür raus. Penis. Was erfindest du heute so? Eine Sternenschnuppe, hast du gesehen? Das tut gut, wenn man traurig ist. Bisch ins Auge.